good teams, the 3 seed in Arkansas and the 4 seed in Vanderbilt, competing for an SEC tournament championship here this afternoon. Because each of them got the double bye, each of them has only played 2 games so far. Darius A. Cup Jr. had 37 in the quarters as Arkansas needed all of that to beat Oklahoma, and then they had a tough time in the semifinal as well. Let a lead get away late, needed overtime before they took out the Rebels 93-90. Acuff and Thomas combining for 53 between them. As for Vandy, how much fun do you think their fans had when they beat Tennessee for the 2nd time in a week? Beat them in the quarters 75-68 to get into the semifinals. And then how about the performance they had against the regular season champs and a likely 1 seed, the Florida Gators, led by as many as 25. Beat them by 17. These are 2 fun teams, 2 teams that can score, and we are really looking forward to it. Dan Shulman, Jay Billis, and these are 2 hot teams capable of doing big things next week and beyond.
You know, this is Selection Sunday, and a lot of people are thinking about seeding. What region are we going to be in? Who's going to be the player of the year nationally and first-team All-America? What these teams are thinking about is winning an SEC tournament championship against your peers, winning in your backyard.
Yep.
Getting that trophy, hanging that banner. This is meaningful to win this championship.
And you know it is meaningful to one of the very best players in the country, a guy who's been first-team All-America good all season long in Darius A. Cup Jr.
Just a freshman from Detroit, Michigan, the SEC Player of the Year. Darius A. Cuff Jr. is dynamic. He is compact, powerful, great quickness, and man, can he score. Over 24 points a game in SEC games, and he led the league in assists as well. That hasn't been done since Pistol Pete Maravich did it back in the day.
And look at the tournament he's had. Struggled to shoot a little bit yesterday, but still had some big baskets late, big points in overtime. 61 in 2 games. Again, a great sidekick in Malik Thomas. And speaking of guards, how about the dynamic duo that Vandy's got?
Another great backcourt. Tyler Tanner has been as good as anyone handling the ball all season long. SEC play, 21 points a game, 5.5 assists, almost 2.5 steals. And Duke Miles, now that he's back from that minor surgery, it's always minor when it's somebody else, but he had 30 points against Tennessee. And talk about steals. This backcourt gets steals, but Arkansas doesn't turn it over very much. Something's got to give, Dan Shulman.
As it always does in a game as meaningful as this one. The atmosphere continues to build here. It'll be Vandy and Arkansas for the SEC Tournament Championship. You can see it, you can feel it. Now what's going on right now with the Bridgestone Arena. It is time now for today's starting lineups.
Welcome to Bridgestone Arena for the 2026 SEC Basketball Tournament Championship game, featuring the number 4 Vanderbilt Commodores and the number 3 Arkansas Razorbacks. It's time now for the starting lineups. First for the Commodores from Nashville, Tennessee. At 6'7", a senior from Harrisonburg, Virginia, number 5, Tyler Nichols. A 6'7" senior from Clovis, California, number 10, A.K. Okereke. A 6'8" senior from Cummins, Georgia, number 99, Devin McLaughlin. A 6'2" senior from Montgomery, Alabama, number 2, Duke Miles. And a 6-foot sophomore from Brentwood, Tennessee, first-team All-SEC, All-SEC defensive team, number 3, Tyler Tanner. Head coach for the Commodores, Coach Mark Byington. And now for the Razorbacks from Fayetteville, Arkansas. At forward, a 6'10" senior from Seabrook, South Carolina, number 23, Nick Pringle. At forward, a 6'10" senior from Springfield, Missouri, number 7, Trevin Brazil. At forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, SEC All-Defensive Team, number 24, Billy Richmond III. At guard, a 6'5" freshman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, SEC All-Freshman team, number 1, Malik Thomas. And at guard, a 6'3" freshman from Detroit, Michigan, first team All-SEC, SEC All-Freshman team, SEC Freshman of the Year, and SEC Player of the Year, number 5, Darius Acom Jr. And the head coach for the Arkansas Razorbacks, John Calipari. This is SEC basketball.
I tell you what, Vandy's the local school, but Arkansas is well represented as well. Let's say hello to the third member of our crew here today. Here's Alyssa Lang.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, this is a matchup we saw back in January, and Vanderbilt head coach Mark Byington remembers it well. He told me this morning they came out and they smacked us. This Razorback squad won by double digits back in January. So when it comes to today, Byington said we have to protect the paint. We cannot allow them to get those high energy dunks that they thrive on as an offense. He challenged his guys to do exactly what they have done in those last couple of games here in Nashville. Play aggressive and play fearless.
Alyssa, thank you very much. And Coach Byington echoed those sentiments to you and me, Jay, before the game as well. He said, you know how you hear a team is one step quicker than the other? He said they were 3 steps quicker than his Vanderbilt team was, beat it by 25, but 2 months ago was an eternity in a college basketball season.
Yeah, both these teams substantially different than they were back then. But this is an Arkansas team that likes to get up and down the floor. They score at a high clip, second in the conference, just under 90 points per game.
And over 19 points per game in transition. One of the most productive fast break teams there is in the nation. It'll be Vandy with Tyler Tanner, their outstanding sophomore point guard, getting the first possession.
And what a matchup. Darius Acom Jr. guarding Tyler Tanner out top.
Tanner gets to the rim, can't finish the left-handed layup. And a look at the lineup for the Hogs. John Calipari only goes about 7 deep. Very important to keep the main guys out of foul trouble. Trevin Brazil, Jay, 2 double-doubles in this tournament.
Trevin Brazil has played outstanding basketball. He likes to slip out of screens. You got to be careful of that because he can knock down a 3.
Billy Richmond III, a kick to Brazil, who, as you just said, can knock down a 3. As for Vandy, 26-7 on the season. What a season for the Doors. Duke Miles, Tyler Tanner, electric in the backcourt. They're not the biggest team up front. Keep an eye on the rebounding numbers here today.
Billy Richmond can get downhill in a hurry, and he catches it on the run. That's the dynamic play of Billy Richmond III. He had 5 straight 20-point games toward the end of the season. Has not been as effective over the last 4 games.
Yeah, in 2 years, he's had 5 20-point games, and they all came in succession in recent weeks. And what a good start for the Razorbacks. A.K. Okereke banging with Brazil. Got him in the air, had to switch hands, and it bounces out. It'll be Vanderbilt ball. Some of the Arkansas players were saying, have a look at that one, but you're awfully hesitant to use a challenge this early in the game unless you're 100% sure. Wide open off the inbounds, but Okereke misses the 3. Offensive rebound, Vandy. Miles, who missed 7 games earlier this year after meniscus surgery, finds his teammate Devin McLaughlin for an and-one opportunity.
Well, Devin McLaughlin is big and strong. He's the leading rebounder for this Vanderbilt team. Sets the ball screen and then opens up. Nick Pringle stays a little bit too long on the ball, but a nice shot fake. More importantly, he went up strong. It's one thing to get fouled. It's another thing to complete the play and the n-1.
The foul on Pringle. McLaughlin completes it. A couple of years at BC, second year with Vandy. A little bit undersized as a 5-man. He'll slide to the 4 sometimes.
He is a substantial body, as is Okereke. Those guys are strong. Well, Duke Miles doing a good job keeping Malik Thomas from making a catch.
How good defensively are Miles and Tanner, the combination of the backcourt for Vandy?
Well, their hands are great. They get so many steals, but Arkansas is a low turnover team.
Acuff just short off the front of the rim, and Tyler Nichols down with a rebound for the Commodores.
That's what Vanderbilt wants to do with Acuff. Keep him away from his right hand, make him take tough twos.
Miles, step back three.
There is not a player in the country that plays with more to prove every game than Duke Miles.
Averages better than 16 a game, as this one will bounce in for the Hogs to put them back on top.
Beautiful step through move. Looked like he might shoot a fadeaway jumper, instead could step through to the bucket.
Malik Thomas, another outstanding freshman. An errant pass run down by Tanner. McLaughlin air ball on the three. We expect good pace. Arkansas averages 90 a game. Vandy almost 87.
One thing Vanderbilt has to do is run good offense, because your offense can help your defense and limit transition for Arkansas.
Thomas over Okereke, left it short.
Darius Acuff Jr. and Malik Thomas, those guys are bucket getters. You can live with them taking a bad one from time to time.
Tanner behind the back, the sophomore from Brentwood, Tennessee, home about 8 miles from downtown Nashville. Baseline jumper. Rebound Brazil.
Give Nick Pringle credit. He's been a presence. His help defense has been very good to start.
Well, Vandy had a chance to run there, but it took Miles a moment to corral the rebound. They'd love to get Nickel open for some shots. He has been in a shooting slump in recent weeks. But when the first one goes in for a guy who can shoot like he can, he may be on to something here this afternoon.
Well, he was patient. He didn't take the first one and then came off the handoff to shoot behind it. And Tyler Nickel creates gravity out there. Even when he doesn't make it, you have to pay attention to him. That opens up things for his teammates.
And you can hear the Vandy fans reacting. They know what that could mean for Nickel and their team today.
Forced him to his left again. He can still score, but not as effective.
And Okereke standing out of bounds when he caught the pass. To take us to our first time out, Vandy has hit a couple of early threes in this game to take an early 2-point lead here in the SEC Tournament Championship game. Miles with one, Nickel with one. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team. You're watching the SEC on ESPN here from Bridgestone Arena in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Howie Newchow, the co-head of the CAA Sports Agency. Clark Lee, the head football coach here at Vandy. Up with the Vandy football program, the women's basketball team, the men's basketball team. They are having quite a year. Baseball is always a powerhouse here at Vandy. These are good times right now, Jay, here in Nashville.
Well, Vanderbilt is a great school, and they have followed it up with great athletics as well. And this team, the Vanderbilt Commodores in basketball, they have an opportunity this year. Now that they're whole, that Duke Miles is back healthy, they are a threat.
Brazil, a threat from beyond the arc, his second of the game.
A.K. Okereke was at the nail as a help defender, just too slow getting out. And Trevor Brazil is playing his best basketball right now.
Chandler Bing in off the bench for the Commodores. Vandy generally goes 8 deep. Arkansas's only got 7 after the knee injury suffered several weeks ago by Carter Knox. So maybe something to keep an eye on in terms of minutes. And these two teams are on equal footing. Yeah, and he let that ball go. And to my eye, this happened right in front of us. I think that's the right call. It's Vandy ball, but Thomas let it go thinking it was out off Okereke. John Calipari again playing only 7. Now each team has played 2 games in 2 days, so that's a fair fight. But a lot of minutes for Acuff, for Thomas, for Brazil. Remember, Arkansas needed overtime yesterday. And Acuff, as people around the SEC know, Jay, not 100% healthy. He's been dealing with an ankle injury most of the season, often seen in a boot when he is not playing, doesn't always practice, yet you never know it from the way he plays the games.
Well, John Calipari told me before the game he's concerned about it. They're going to keep an eye on him, but they know he's never going to ask to come out.
They did not play him in their last regular season game at Missouri. A little bit of a let's save him for the postseason. Tanner, the pull-up. Offensive rebound, Okereke. Nickel. Not this time. Now 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. And another rebound for Brazil. And then an errant pass. And that's a couple of recent turnovers. And on the Arkansas bench, some of the coaches are saying, slow down a little bit, guys. You got this.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go. That was an unforced turnover by Trevin Brazil. But a really nice job by Billy Richmond III to put pressure on that shot and force Tyler Nickel to speed that shot up.
Miles, the transfer from Oklahoma. Jalen Washington, the former North Carolina Tar Heel, into the game. And Brazil, another rebound. He is piling up the stats here in the early going.
Vanderbilt running a little bit of Spain action. A little ball screen, back screen action. I don't know why Spain gets credit for that.
Whoa, what a finish. Thomas the feed, and Billy Richmond III flying in for the slam.
Well, anytime Billy Richmond III's in the corner, he's a lob threat. And that penetration, he just went along baseline. There was help side defense, and they lost vision of it.
Both of these teams, again, outstanding offensively. Both in the top 10 in the nation in offensive efficiency per Ken Pond, as Jalen Washington is on the board.
Well, Jalen Washington can shoot it. He's got a really nice touch. Started his career at North Carolina before transferring to Vanderbilt.
And not your classic back to the basket big. He can stretch it out. You can run some offense through him. Richmond knocks down to 3. Much better driving, slashing, but shooting with a bit more confidence these days.
Yeah, that's just his 12th 3. But if that can open up some of his drives getting downhill, that's a bonus for Arkansas. He is so dynamic, and I'm not sure there's anybody in the league plays harder than Billy Richmond III.
Washington short. Better slow down Richmond when you can. They couldn't, but he missed it. Boy, he is as good at getting to the rim in transition as anybody in this league.
He's just so fast from end to end. He just puts his head down and he's gone. Good job icing that ball screen, keeping it to the right side.
Tanner turns the corner. Floater, no. And then got it back, but had it blocked by Brazil.
This is where Arkansas is dangerous.
In transition, and Miles has to commit a foul. Arkansas with Billy Richmond III getting involved, leading by 4.
Well, you're not worried about Billy Richmond III hitting a 3 from the corner, but Chandler Bing helps up, and he goes up for the beautiful lob. And then hitting the 3, the left-hander, getting the pass from Darius Acuff Jr. Arkansas on a roll.
Arkansas by 4 early here in the SEC championship game. Let's take a look at today's player spotlight, brought to you by Cintas.
Well, Trevin Brazil of Arkansas off to a terrific start. Over his last 4 games, he's averaging close to 19 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks per game. And in this one, he's knocked down a 3, 2 of them, and he's got 6 points, 5 rebounds, and his work on the glass has been really important because Arkansas can give up some offensive rebounds. They can't give second shots to Vanderbilt in this one.
He's got such a diverse skill set. He can block a shot. He can hit a 3. He can get you a steal. He can score inside. He can do a lot of different things when he is on his game.
Well, you remember a couple years ago in Maui after he transferred from Missouri, he was dominant in that, playing with Anthony Black at that time for Eric Musselman, but he had that knee injury and that set him back a bit, but he's back now.
Acuff to the elbow and draws a foul. And Darius Acuff Jr., in addition to everything else he is really, really good at, can get to the line with the best of them.
Well, he gets to the line and he makes it when he gets there. Both he and Malik Thomas are excellent free throw shooters. In the end of the game, that makes a difference in a close one.
Averaging almost 23 a game this season. That's his first point here in this one. Hey, there's one more championship game coming up after us out of the American. The 1 seed South Florida, the 2 seed Wichita State. They split their regular season matchups. You can see it at 3:15 Eastern time today right here on ESPN.
Ryan Hodgson has done such a good job with that South Florida program. He was an assistant to Nate Oates at Alabama. And they play a similar style. You better put your track shoes on when you play the Bulls.
Arkansas's lead is now 6. Right now, Joe Lunardi has Vandy as a 4 seed, Arkansas as a 5. But what is on the minds of these players right now, as Jay said in the open, a title, a trophy, a banner. Okereke with a nice reverse.
Doing a good job playing out of that short roll. Just got right around Trevin Brazil. Duke Miles taking over the point with Tyler Tanner out of the game.
Boy, how do you stop that? Acuff getting into the lane, his first field goal of the game.
The only good news is that was just a 2. They forced him to his left. It's not that he's not going to score, but you can't let tendencies beat you.
Miles, nice feed into Washington.
Washington set the screen and just rolled to the basket. There was an overload on the left side. That left him open on the right.
Chandler Bing right now on Acuff out on the perimeter. John Calipari has brought DJ Wagner and Malik Ewing into the game. And again, he only plays 7 unless they really get in some foul trouble. That pass, I believe it was, is deflected away, and then an Arkansas foul.
Now take a look here at Jalen Washington. He's going to set a screen right here, and everybody's on the left side of the floor, so Duke Miles can just throw over the top for the easy bucket. Well designed by Mark Byington. Hey, Dan, how many years is it going to take where we say Chandler Bing and you don't think about Friends?
A lot. Yeah, Chandler Bing, the name of the Matthew Perry character in Friends, and Bing not named after the character, nor has he ever watched an episode, he says.
What a block by Trevin Brazil.
Again, who's got a lot of different ways that he can help his team win. Nickel in transition, up and in.
Well, he had DJ Wagner backpedaling and very alertly goes right into his chest to finish that play.
Nichols had time in North Carolina, Virginia Tech, second year with Vandy, not just a three-point shooter. Wagner, who was starting earlier on in the year, finds Richmond, and how about that? Billy Richmond III with his second 3 of the game.
You're worried about Billy Richmond III getting downhill and dunking on you. Instead, he's knocked in 2 threes in this game.
And as you can see, Arkansas is perfect from beyond the arc. Richmond has hit a couple. Brazil has hit a couple. And that's the concerning thing if you're a fan of Vandy. Acuff and Thomas haven't really gotten going yet. Nickel misses that one.
Well, terrific block by Devin McLaughlin, and that got Tyler Nickel out in transition. And he saw DJ Wagner was backpedaling, just went right into his chest. And the little penetration and the help by Duke Miles. You feel like you can help off Billy Richmond with the third, but he says, you're going to help off me? I'm going to drill a 3.
Richmond to inbound. It's Wagner. Acuff on the bench at the moment. He played 40 of the 45 minutes in the semi yesterday. He played 37 of the 40 in the quarterfinal 2 days ago.
You know, Billy Richmond III showing that scouting is not always perfect. They shoot 24% from 3. You can help off and recover late. He's drilled 2 threes.
Wagner off to Thomas. Nickel trying to stay with him. Thomas line drive 3 is short. And it is still inbounds. And the Razorbacks get an easy one. Alert hands there, and Richmond lays it in.
That's when you save one. It's pure hustle, but you save it under your opponent's basket, and you give one up.
Hogs by 7.
Tyler Tanner's not been able to find an opening.
Tanner is 0 for 5 from the floor, scoreless in the game. Average is better than 19. Nickel fouled and immediately hits the deck, grabs at his right knee for a moment, but is back up on his feet. A 7-point lead for Arkansas. Billy Richmond III. 5 for 6. He's shooting threes, he's dunking, he's laying it in, and he is easily the high scorer in this game. The Hogs are up by 7.
Evaluate the start from your group.
Yeah, I mean, we got to stay the course. They got some guys making three-point shots that aren't good three-point shooters. We got to do a little better job contesting those. We're missing some open ones. It's a long game, so stay the course. It's going to find its way.
Thanks, Coach.
So Mark Byington talking about the Arkansas threes. Brazil's hit a couple, Richmond's hit a couple. So maybe, you know, he's assuming some regression to the mean. But on the other hand, Acuff Jr. and Thomas haven't really yet gotten going. It's been Richmond with 12 of the 24 already for Arkansas.
Well, one thing Vanderbilt needs to keep doing is attacking the paint. Once they get past the initial line of defense, there are some good things, and when there's help, they can kick it out, and that's where open shots come from.
A great look from Tanner to McLaughlin, but he misses the three. Vandy now 2 for 8 from three-point range and just 29% from the field overall.
And McLaughlin can hit that shot. He's made 27 of them on the season.
This is one of the things Tanner does best. Comes up with the steal, but didn't get the foul and didn't get the basket.
What a great play by Billy Richmond III,
who is all over the place right now. Brazil, the tip. Ewan's got it again, tries to wrestle it out of there, and it doesn't belong to Vandy. It's still loose, and the game of hot potato finally ends with Duke Miles coming up with it.
Well, Malik Ewan, he's a great offensive rebounder. But once you bring it down, you can't dribble it against Vanderbilt. They'll take it from you.
Miles, turnaround, in and out, and Vandy just cannot buy a bucket right now.
Good block out by Trevin Brazil on Jalen Washington to get that defensive rebound.
DJ Wagner. Richmond is feeling it from beyond the arc, misses this one.
Arkansas has to make some pass fakes because you don't want to let Vanderbilt shoot the gap and take it the other way like Tyler Tanner did. They got lucky not giving up a basket there.
Nickel back to Tanner. A deep three will go. His first points of the game.
And that was off of the Tyler Nickel penetration. Got the ball into the lane, you turn your head, kick it out, and Tyler Tanner has a 25-footer.
Mark Byington says they keep giving Tanner more responsibility, and he keeps rising to the challenge, and boy, has he met the challenge all season long for Vanderbilt. Nickel, a deep one. He got it! Back-to-back threes for Vandy.
When Vanderbilt attacks the paint, Malik Thomas turns his head. That ball has gravity to it. He kicks it out to Tyler Tanner for an open three, and in transition, job number one, you have to find Tyler Nickel. That is too easy. That is a Tyler Nickel layup, but it counts for 3. That's 2 phone calls.
And again, Nickel has been struggling to shoot recently, but he's got a couple of threes already in this one. Alyssa.
Yeah, he wasn't putting up those big type of numbers towards the end of the regular season, but every single coach who I have talked to this week, as they've scouted this Vanderbilt team, mentions Tyler Nickel, and they know he can get hot at any point in any game, especially from deep.
Last 7 games, just 10 for 49 from 3, and even with that baked in, Jay, 39% from beyond the arc on the season.
Well, he shot 45% from 3 last year, but he is a smart player, and even when he's not making them, he's still really valuable out there on the floor.
Wagner the drive and draws a foul. The first on Okereke. Coming up later on CBS, they will have the exclusive NCAA Men's Basketball Championship bracket reveal during their annual selection show. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. We talk about Selection Sunday so often for so long. It is here.
Big day. And how about DJ Wagner this year, Dan? He played about 33, 34 minutes a game last year. He's down to about 23 minutes this year. He's not playing as much because of these great freshman guards that John Calipari brought in. But DJ Wagner's leadership has been important in the development of this team.
How about Tanner? I mean, just a burst of speed left everybody in the dust.
That ball screen was set so high that lets him get downhill, and that puts Nick Pringle in a bad spot. He couldn't stay in front of him. Tyler Tanner just blew right past him.
And now he's trying to deal with Acuff at the other end. Acuff gets around him, floats it up and in.
Well, he is a shot maker, going to his right or to his left. That little floater, that's a big time shot. You are not going to stop this guy. You just want to slow him down, make it really difficult.
The SEC Player of the Year and one of the 5 finalists for the Bob Cousy Award as the best point guard in the nation. Duke Miles is on the phone again, and he's tied the game.
Malik Thomas just dropped too far off him. That's too long of a recovery to make.
Thomas with the answer at the other end. Both sides are filling it up.
Malik Thomas is a bucket getter, man. 29 points in the semifinal. He doesn't have to take good ones. He can make challenge shots over anybody.
Again, 2 really good offensive teams, and they are both finding their stride right now. Okereke getting into the paint against Richmond. Helped by Wagner, but he's called for a foul.
Duke Miles on the left-hand side. He just comes up the three-point line and just is able to pivot right into that shot. And he can really score, and an excellent defensive player. And then you get a hand up, and Malik Thomas still sidesteps and knocks down a 3 off a 1 dribble pull-up. He has got a lot of offensive game.
Arkansas 5 for 7 from 3. Vanderbilt 5 for 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, first half, and a good one. What a handle.
So quick and so good with ball screens.
Miles, stutter step. Couldn't finish it. Boy, he did all the hard stuff. Just couldn't lay it in at the end.
Boy, Devin McLaughlin just cleared out Nick Pringle to give that driving lane.
3-point lead Arkansas late in the first half here in the SEC Tournament Championship game in Nashville. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Target, where fresh finds are perfectly picked for you.
Reese Davis, Seth Greenberg, and Jay Williams in rhythm with you here. Coming up on the Sargento halftime report, we'll find out who's going to go dancing out of the Ivy League. Also get up to date on the A-10. But boy, what a first half we had. We appreciate shot making. We're seeing plenty of it in the first half, guys.
Jay Will always working on his shot. You never see Jay Will dish it. He's always shooting. Let's bring in Alyssa.
The emphasis from Coach Cal in that last time out was on Tanner, Nickel, and Miles. Close out with high hands. Do not drop your hands. If they get a shot off, you've done something wrong.
And remember, we've already seen how deep the range is, Jay, for both Tanner and Nickel. Miles has it too. They are not afraid to shoot 4 or 5 feet behind the line.
A little high horn set. Well defended by Vanderbilt.
Thomas with a turnaround and a foul underneath against the Commodores.
That's a guy playing off 2 feet. Instead of going off 1 against a shot blocker, come to a stop where you can pivot. Well done by Malik Thomas,
who had a big game in the semis yesterday, an overtime win over Ole Miss. Acuff did not have his best game. Thomas stepped up went 9 for 15, 4 for 7 from 3, had 29 points in that overtime victory.
Also had 5 rebounds and 5 assists against Ole Miss. And in Southeastern Conference play, Malik Thomas shot 48% from 3.
And like Acuff, a freshman. Thomas from Pittsburgh, Acuff from Detroit.
I mean, this is the best backcourt that Arkansas has had since, what, Lee Mayberry and Todd Day?
That's going back a bit.
Maybe even Sidney Moncrief, Marvin Delp, and Ron Brewer.
Ding back to Miles.
McLaughlin was wide open.
Bing out to Nickel. He got rid of that in a heartbeat, and Tyler Nickel is having no trouble knocking him down here today.
As soon as Chandler Bing got that ball, Nickel backpedaled right to the three-point line, just relocated to make that a 3 instead of a 2.
His third 3 of the game, and Vandy now 6 for 12. Thomas stops on a dime, misses the 10-footer.
Maybe a little fortunate he didn't get a push-off foul there.
Vandy's knocked down its last 4 shots. Boy, Tanner almost lost that one.
Good help by Malik Ewan.
Miles. How do you stop it? Shake and bake, stop and go. He's got all kinds of different gears.
Well, one of the difficulties is Chandler Bing really set a screen right in the middle of the lane on Trevin Brazil, who's a good shot blocker, but you can't block it if you're getting screened like that.
Doors fans on their feet. Lots of Arkansas fans here in Nashville as well, and everybody is seeing a good one. The spin by Richmond hangs and hits.
Boy, Tyler Nickel put great pressure on that shot, probably fouled Billy Richmond, and still he got it to go.
Huge first half for Billy Richmond III.
Both teams have 2 fouls to give in this first half, so you can be aggressive.
Nickel gets wide open and misses a 15-footer. And Miles just takes it away from Acuff. Oh my! Highlight reel stuff from Duke Miles. And here he comes again. Oh my, he did it again. It is the Duke Miles show right now here in Nashville. What a sequence up and down the court a couple of times for Miles, and Vandy fans are on their feet.
He makes amazing steals. He's got 3 of them already.
Oh! Acuff was falling out of bounds and drained it.
He thought he got fouled, figured he was going to get the call, and just threw it up there and it went in.
I'll tell you, the guards on both sides today are something else.
This has been some unbelievable shot making and playmaking. I'm still marveling at that steal by Duke Miles.
Nickel, turnaround. It is good.
Well, you talk about a tough 2. Mark Byington says that Tyler Nickel gets to take 2 bad shots a game because he wants him aggressive. That might have been one of them.
13 now for Nickel. Last possession of the half to the Hogs. Acuff! And a fitting way to end the half, given the shot-making, Jay, we're seeing on both sides.
You talk about big-time players making big-time plays in a championship game. Duke Miles has been the leader of that pack, but he's got some competition.
Alyssa's with Coach Cal.
Coach, Darius gives you the lead going into the half. What did you make of that first period?
A hell of a game. Pretty exciting. I mean, they're making plays, we're making plays. It's what this game's supposed to be and what it's supposed to look like.
Thank you, Coach.
Coach Cal is bang on. They're making plays. They're making plays. Again, some unbelievable shot making. How about this sequence? Duke Miles with the steal, behind the back, the reverse, the English, the bucket. And another one from Miles, who took over the game for a couple of possessions, but then Darius Acuff Jr. falling out of bounds heaves up one of his 2 threes that he picked up in the last minute. This is how he closed out the first half. Lots to talk about for Reese Davis, Jay Williams, and Seth Greenberg.
That's how you do it. Those are their names.
You're watching ESPN's Champ Week, presented by Principal. Welcome to the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament, and what a first half that was. Duke Miles had a great first half, had a scintillating sequence late in the first half. Steal, bucket, taking it away, driving, finishing. Darius Acuff Jr. Degree of difficulty, anybody? How about that 3? And then he closed the first half with another 3. Each of them with 12 points and 4 assists in the first half. Arkansas by 2 over Vandy with an SEC tournament championship on the line. Welcome back, Dan Schulman and Jay Billis. Those just 2 of the players, Jay, who really stepped up in the first half.
We saw amazing shot making in that first half and incredible defense. Those steals that Duke Miles had, he had 3 steals. Tyler Tanner had 2. And the turnovers for Arkansas, they had 7 turnovers. They only averaged 9 on the season. But the shot making, my jaw's still on the floor.
And there were other guys who had great first halves as well. There were several minutes where Billy Richmond III just took over.
Yeah, a little ball screen, and then DJ Wagner throws it back. The help side not getting there, too busy at the nail, and Billy Richmond had 14 points in that first half, knocks down the 3. And in transition, Duke Miles bringing it up. Nobody is on Tyler Nickel. That is a mistake. He was 3 of 5 from 3, had 13 points in that first half. Miles had 12.
Underway here in the second half. Arkansas getting the first possession as we bring Alyssa back in.
Yeah, guys, I caught up with Vanderbilt head coach Mark Byington. He said, I felt like we played better in the first half than the score indicated. We missed some shots early on, but we closed well. He told his guys at halftime, you can't get discouraged. They're going to make tough shots. He said, I think you can be even more physical in this second half. This crew is letting them play.
A physical start to the second half. Alyssa, thank you. Darius Acuff Jr. back on his feet. And we'll head to the free throw line after the hard foul from Devin McLaughlin.
And they're going to take a look and see if they're going to upgrade this to a flagrant. But that was a set play to get that back door on the open side. And I'm not sure that that swing that McLaughlin took is going to be enough to upgrade it. But because Acuff hit the deck so hard, the officials are going to look at it.
And he's kind of checking the chicklets to see if they're okay. It looked like initially the contact was up near the ball, maybe on the arm, but then it almost looked, Jay, to me like his arm kind of bounced or slid and then kind of got him a second time in the face inadvertently.
Yeah, if there's contact with the head, that can change things. But the question is, was there a windup? If he's going for the ball, that's one thing, but because there was contact with the head here, I think that's going to be upgraded.
Yeah,
but that was a windup.
Yeah, no, my mistake. The initial contact was closer to the jaw, to the head than I thought. And we have seen that type of play being upgraded to a flagrant before.
After review, common foul has been upgraded to a flagrant 1 foul. Arkansas will shoot 2 shots and get the ball out of bounds.
So it's 2 in the ball.
You know, it's funny, Dan, years ago, people like to talk about the old Big East and all that stuff and how physical it was. There were no flagrant fouls back then. So when somebody was taking it to the basket, you put them in the wood.
Right.
It's all 1 foul.
Yeah.
But now there are flagrant fouls, so you have to be a little bit more disciplined.
And kind of anything up in the area of the head, the face, anything like that. Not that it's automatic, but they take a good hard look at it. 1 of 2 for Acuff. He's now flexing the fingers on his right hand. Remember, the ankle's not 100%. But boy, does this guy play basketball like it's the last time they're ever going to let him play. He plays hard every single second he's out there.
And he's not going to come out on his own volition.
He's got their last 7 going back to the first half. And now another foul. This time on the alley-oop on the inbound to Pringle.
Billy Richmond set a little back screen for Pringle for that lob. Just a well-designed out-of-bounds play. See, Richmond, you're thinking he's going to come off a screen. Instead, he sets the screen, and Acuff just lobs it up to him to get that foul. A lot of free throws to start the second half.
Pringle, the grad transfer who is playing at his third SEC school. He has been at Alabama, South Carolina, now Arkansas. He starts, although a lot of times Malik Ewan, who backs him up, will get more minutes. Missed them both.
He shoots under 60% from the foul line.
Tyler Tanner, kind of a quiet first half, 2 for 8, 5 points. Miles, great cut, great feed. McLaughlin the bucket.
That's a little ball screen, back screen action with Tyler Nickel setting the back screen for McLaughlin. He set the ball screen and then got the screen. And oftentimes it's Tyler Nickel that winds up open on that kind of action for a three.
Acuff. Brazil couldn't get a hold of it, and back comes Nickel. Miles dribbles out the other side. Tanner misses a three. And a foul underneath.
Now take a look. We're going to see a ball screen right here, and then a back screen on the defender of McLaughlin. And McLaughlin's going to roll to the basket after he gets his back pick, gets picked off, and all of a sudden it's a layup.
That's hard to guard stuff, isn't it?
It is, especially if you don't bump that cutter. Billy Richmond's got to bump the cutter, but then he's got to recover out to Tyler Nickel. That's why that's such great action. Oftentimes with a shooter, when they set a screen like Tyler Nickel, he's open.
Arkansas has won one SEC tournament championship, came into the league in 1991, their only championship 2000. Vandy is a charter member of the SEC. They have won 2 as Acuff knocks down another 3. Vandy won one most recently in 2012. The other one was in 1951. Whoever wins this, Jay, it is going to mean a lot to that program. Tanner fouled.
Acuff just had 2 hands on him. There wasn't much contact, but anytime you have 2 hands on the ball handler, that's an automatic call. How do you stop this, Dan? Darius Acuff, just a little sidestep, wasn't even a step back. He doesn't need much space, and such a good three-point shooter. Shoots 44% from threes, made over 80 of them on the season.
Chris Beard a couple of days ago was talking about Acuff and said he thinks he should be the first pick in the NBA draft. All season long we've heard about Darren Peterson, A.J. DeBonsa, and then Cam Boozer, Caleb Wilson. I don't know if any of the guards can kind of squeeze in to that group, as amazing as the group is this year. But if anybody's going to do it, it might be this guy. NBA folks have to be just swooning at the opportunity to draft him.
Maybe the toughest decision is going to be whoever gets #1, because you got the complete board, and you always feel like you're going to leave something on the table, and you are.
Remember that game Acuff had against Alabama? Now Arkansas lost it in double overtime, 117-115, but it might have been the best performance for anybody all season. As Acuff misses here, he had 49 in that game.
Just ridiculous. Boy, excellent use of the ball screen by Miles.
Okereke with a 3 from the wing.
Miles got his defender on his hip. Brazil had to help out, and Okereke was wide open.
Vandy now 7 for 14 from three-point range. Arkansas's even better at 8 for 12, and that's up and in for Ewing.
Ewan played at Florida State last year and was one of the top offensive rebounders in the country. That's what he does.
He had 9 offensive rebounds in the semis yesterday. Not 9 rebounds, 9 offensive rebounds, 13 overall. Miles, nice find to Nickel. Again, Tyler Nickel with his 4th 3 of the game.
He had Malik Ewan closing out on him, and Tyler Nickel was salivating with that matchup.
This is the Tyler Nickel that Vandy fans know. Brazil misses the 3, and it's Nickel with a rebound.
Well, that was an open 3, but Arkansas did not make Vanderbilt work on defense at all. The
pass deflected by Brazil, stolen by Ewing. Acup, one thing on his mind, and that's getting to the rim as he draws a foul.
Well, Arkansas has not had many opportunities in transition. Largely, Vanderbilt's been able to make them a half-court team. In the first half, there were 0 fast break points for the Razorbacks, while Vanderbilt had 9.
Acup gets the bounce on the first. Tonight at 9 Eastern, 8 Central on the SEC Network and the ESPN app, they will have their annual 2-hour SEC Now selection special, where they break down the men's and women's brackets and preview all the games coming up for SEC teams.
Darius Acup Jr. is responsible for about 38 points a game with his scoring and assisting. He averages 6.5 assists a game. What a blow by.
He's got 12 of their last 14 in this one, and that blow by Miles results in a foul on Arkansas.
Just that quick left to right crossover, and he's gone. You don't want to just say Tim Hardaway, but it kind of looked that way.
So Miles heading to the line. Again, that knee procedure had arthroscopic surgery back in January, missed 7 games. And a guy who is well traveled, Jay. He has been at 4 different programs over the years.
At Oklahoma last year, played with Jeremiah Fears, and he decided he wanted to go into the portal. His first stop was Virginia, then Texas A&M, before ultimately landing at Vanderbilt.
Tyler Tanner just went to the bench, less than 30 seconds away from the next whistle being immediate timeout. Miles stays in there. Chandler Bing back in. Bing's gotten a much bigger role here later in the season.
When Miles was out, he had more responsibility, and not only showed he could handle it, he showed he had more game than people thought.
Thomas misses a 16-footer, and it bounces down to Jalen Washington. And they lost Chandler Bing, and he's got an easy one. Miles the feed.
No sense of urgency to get back in transition for Arkansas. There was no communication. Everybody standing outside the 3-point line looking at each other, and they give up a layup.
And this 4-point lead is the largest lead that the Doors have had here today. Arkansas is led by as many as 7. Richmond the pull-up. McLaughlin the rebound.
What Arkansas cannot afford to do now is let some poor offense affect their defense.
Washington will back it back out. Lots of time.
Really spreading the floor. The spacing is excellent. Ball screen, back screen.
Down to 5.
What a hesitation.
And the follow will go for Washington.
They had 3 guys going for a block shot. The offensive glass wide open for Jalen Washington.
It is amazing, Jay, how many different gears Duke Miles has when he puts the ball on the deck. Timeout, John Calipari. And Vandy fans are eating this up here in Nashville.
Vanderbilt taking advantage in transition of miscommunication on the part of Arkansas. Everybody clumped together, nobody talking, and Chandler Bing wide open for an easy layup, and Duke Miles passing it ahead to him. And then Duke Miles, 3 go for the block shot. Jalen Washington all by himself.
Opportunities like this have not come around very often for Vanderbilt. Their last SEC tournament championship was 14 years ago. Jeffrey Taylor, John Jenkins, and Festus Ezeli leading the way as they beat Kentucky 71-64. Prior to that, as we mentioned, you got to go all the way back to 1951, the last time that they won. But I will say this for the Commodores, they're 2-0 in the final. They've never lost in the final. They'll try to go to 3-0 with a win here today, and they're up 6 right now. Make it 4. Darius Acup Jr. has other ideas.
Chandler Bing guarding Darius Acuff Jr. A little bit of size on him, but he just blew right past him and got that shot over a shot blocker.
What is Arkansas doing well to contain Tanner?
Well, they've done a good job getting the ball out of his hands, but Duke Miles has taken over ball handling responsibilities, and he's got 8 assists in this one.
Tanner trying to jam it and had it knocked away at the rim. Acuff again. Acuff for 3. And Nickel a weak side rebound.
Important for the Vanderbilt guards to get down and rebound. And Vanderbilt only has 2 turnovers in this game.
Tanner left alone. Nickel the rebound, and he can't hit. Boy, 2 good looks for 2 good players. A corner 3 rattles in for Wagner, and the Hogs are back within 1.
All the defensive attention was going to Darius Acuff Jr. He had 4 guys around him, just kicked it to DJ Wagner, who was ready to shoot when he caught it, didn't hesitate.
A lot of gravity in this game, both ways. Great players making a great plays, a 1-point game.
You just don't want to get what a move. You don't want to get beat on tendencies in this game.
McLaughlin left it short after a great find from Tanner.
I think if you ask Mark Byington, hey, everybody get on Acuff, and if DJ Wagner hits a shot, we'll live with it. We can't take away everything, but we want to try to take away this guy as much as possible.
Give and go, but it won't go for Acuff.
Such a talented shot maker, but had to loft that up a little bit higher.
Acuff now 6 for 13, 20 points, 5 assists already. Tanner. Open is Washington, and an air ball on the 3-point attempt. Timeout on the floor here in Nashville. A championship on the line here today, and it's going back and forth between Arkansas and Vandy. The SEC Player of the Year, Darius Acuff Jr. has 20 already. DJ Wagner chipping in with a 3. It's a 1-point game.
The shots they're taking right now, what we wanted, it's what we want. All right, rebound them. Right guys are taking the right ones. All right, rebound it.
Hey, don't expect them to miss. Make them miss.
Yeah.
Make them miss and rebound.
So Mark Byington saying he feels his defense is forcing Arkansas to take the kinds of shots Vandy wants them to take, just finish off the possession by getting the rebound.
And the type of shots he's talking about are tough 2s. They want Arkansas taking tough 2s, and Arkansas settled for some jump shots. But the point about finishing up a defensive possession with a defensive rebound is the key. And one of the guards and wings that's done a really good job of that is Tyler Nickel. He's got 8 rebounds, 7 of them defensive. That's the kind of invisible plays that win games.
Alyssa.
Yeah, I also asked Coach Byington about the pace of this game. Vanderbilt's been better on the fast break so far. He said, it's great for us. I know they're only playing with 7 guys. Wagner
the miss, really short benches for both. Vandy has had an 8th player, Jaden Leverett, in there for just a minute. It's basically 7 on 7 here today.
Well, Vanderbilt's had more shot attempts because they've not been turning the ball over. That's just the 3rd turnover for Vandy.
Remarkable in a game with this kind of pace. And a corner 3 for Wagner. Malik Thomas not having his best day. Wagner's been getting some big minutes off the bench and really contributing.
Well, that's the gravity of Darius Acuff Jr. Duke Miles helped off a corner shooter. DJ Wagner not a great shooter, so they'd rather have him take it, but he's drilled 2 of them, 1 from each corner.
Strong rebound for Washington. He didn't look at the rim initially and wound up taking maybe a harder shot. Acuff. 23 for Darius Acuff Jr.
If he's in the building, he's open. Give it to him.
He is a sensational player with an unbelievable drive as well. Okereke, strong drive. It won't go, but there is a foul. Arkansas, Jay, on an 11-0 run, and of course, that guy's right in the middle of it all.
All the defensive attention being pulled toward Darius Acuff Jr. Miles helps off a corner shooter. Usually that's a no-no, but they're willing to take that risk with DJ Wagner, and he made Vanderbilt pay. That's 2 threes for Wagner. And in transition, a little throwback to Darius Acuff Jr. You don't have a hand up, he's drilling it.
So many great programs in the SEC, and a look at the last 5 tournament champs. Alabama in 21, Tennessee 22, back to Nate Oates in Alabama in 23. That great Auburn team in 24, and of course Florida, which went on to win the national championship. They also won the SEC tournament championship right here in this town last year. You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Arkansas looking for what would be just its second SEC tournament championship. Vandy looking for its third. By the way, this 11-0 run that just got snapped by the free throws, that started, Jay, right after that timeout called by John Calipari.
And things have flipped a little bit. Now it's Arkansas getting out in transition. 0 fast break points in the first half of the Razorbacks. They have 8 fast break points in the second half.
Acuff driving again. Floater doesn't go, and it's wrapped up by Washington.
Boy, it's physical, and you had a lot of black shirts down there rebounding. Mark Byington's got to be pleased that his guards are sticking their nose in there and rebounding with the big guys.
Tanner, and through the hands of Bing. Wagner flying down the court, but Miles caught him and knocked it out of bounds.
That back tip, as soon as DJ Wagner switched that ball from his right hand to his left, his outside hand, Duke Miles was there to knock it away. He didn't give up on the play. Just a beautiful basket-saving play.
And he appears to have had a little bit of momentum.
Run, Forrest, run!
He's been all over the place in this game.
He is so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a defensive playmaker.
Acuff. Good fake. Richmond kicks it back out. Acuff has either scored or assisted on 23 of Arkansas's last 25 points. Now the drive and kick. Richmond from the corner. Too strong, and Miles has it. Let's go to Melissa.
Guys, listening into that last Arkansas huddle, Coach Kell emphasizing that Billy Richmond will do a lot of the matching up with Duke Miles. He's going to play big. Everybody else not looking to deny, looking to steal.
Both of these teams good at trying to pick the pocket of the other, and they know what to do with it when they get it. Been a bit of a frustrating day for Tanner, who, again, if you're just watching Vandy for the first time, he's one of the best point guards in the SEC. Just a sophomore. Local kid from about 8 miles away from here, 2 for 11, 7 points, 1 assist today. He averages better than 19 points, 5 assists on the season.
Well, Arkansas has done a really good job on him. And Duke Miles and Tyler Tanner struggled in the first game against Arkansas in Fayetteville. They lost that game by 25, but they combined for just 4 of 17 from the field. They've obviously been better today. But Arkansas is a challenge. They've got athletic guards, and they're putting a lot of pressure on Tyler Tanner.
Mark Byington just raves about Tanner, says he's one of the nicest people he's ever met, and that he's such a good person, he makes those around him better people. Everybody else wants to be a nicer person, just being kind of in the orbit of Tyler Tanner. That's some good statements right there. Brazil. Pringle gave him a little help down in the lane and freed up a lane for him.
Pringle just took Jalen Washington out of the play, screened him, and then Tyler Nickel ran into that screen as well. That opened up that driving lane for Trevin Brazil.
There have been 12 lead changes in this game.
Got a switch now. Malik Thomas on Tanner.
Tanner trying to drive him. Washington with a rebound and heading to the line.
Now take a look at Nick Pringle right in the middle of the lane. He's just going to screen out Washington, and Tyler Nickel runs into it as well. And that just opens up that lane for Trevin Brazil. Florida is really good at that. You know, basically screening the help. And they're going to take a look at this and see if this is a flagrant foul on Nick Pringle. That didn't look the same as the Devin McLaughlin. There was not a windup there. He did come down pretty hard with both arms.
Previous plays under review, potential flagrant foul.
Joe Lindsay delivering the news, and now they'll get on the headsets and look at the monitor.
I don't think that rises to the level of a flagrant. I guess reasonable minds can differ. That differed to me from the foul on Acuff by Devin McLaughlin.
I agree with you. I actually thought Pringle in the last moment there tried to let up a little bit and not crash his arms down as hard as he might have otherwise.
The only question, if they feel like there's any contact to the head, that could change the calculus.
I was told there would be no math.
There is no math. I don't do math. But anytime you go for a block shot, that's going to open up the offensive glass. Jalen Washington's been the beneficiary of that a couple of times, but I don't know. To me, what's he going to do? I don't think that's a flagrant, but
let's see what Joe Lindsay says.
After review, the common foul has been upgraded to a flagrant one foul. Vanderbilt will shoot 2 shots, and they will have the ball out of bounds.
So upgraded to a flagrant 1, so the difference is they get the ball after the free throws.
Jalen Washington, a 73% free throw shooter. Sometimes it's a little bit different when there aren't players on the lane line while you're shooting those free throws.
Had a big game in the semis yesterday against Florida. Had 17 points. John Calipari, not surprisingly, is very unhappy right now that that was upgraded. And he's yelling, Joe, Joe. He's trying to get the attention of Joe Lindsay, the lead official today. Washington makes them both, and now Vandy gets the ball. Pringle getting an explanation from Joe Lindsay. Nickel to inbound as the Commodores look to reclaim the lead.
A flex action to free up Tyler Nickel, but well defended by Arkansas.
Nickel's got 4 threes, 16 points already in this one. Washington gives it back, gets it back. Blocked. Pringle got a piece of it, but what hustle by Nickel. But the shot clock expires before he let it go.
Well, give credit to Nick Pringle on that play. He was a presence protecting the rim.
Previous plays under review.
And they will look at it to confirm it was after the expiration of the shot clock. And it clearly was. This should be a quick one.
Do our ratings go up with the referees watching this much television?
Well, we can tell you coming up at 3:15 Eastern, the next game is one of the final automatic tourney tickets that will be punched by the winner of the American Championship game. Wichita State, the 2 seed, South Florida, the 1 seed. That game right here, right after this one.
After review, the shot clock violation has been confirmed. The Arkansas ball out of bounds.
No basket call confirmed. Arkansas ball with a 1-point lead.
I wish the officials would have a little more fun on the mic and say, we've reviewed it, we were right again.
Do a little improv. Wagner out there along with Thomas and Acuff, Richmond and Pringle. So no Brazil in the game. This is a bit of a smaller look here for the Razorbacks.
See if Arkansas can spread the floor and get something into the paint.
Richmond always looking to get into the paint.
Just a one dribble blow by. They got him to his left hand, and he just blew by Tyler Nickel.
There are guys on both sides of this game. When they decide they want to get to the rim, good luck stopping them. Almost impossible to keep them out of the paint. Tanner, so far not his day shooting the ball. He is now 2 for 13 from the floor.
Well, DJ Wagner made him miss. Wagner did a great job to stay in front and put really good pressure on that shot. That's big-time defense by DJ Wagner. He's had a great game off the bench. Now watch here how DJ Wagner stays in front, stops the drive, and puts late pressure on that shot without fouling.
Wagner was a starter kind of the first half of the season. And then John Calipari made a change, and Malik Thomas has been a starter. Wagner coming off the bench, not getting quite as many minutes, but to Jay's point, he has been really important for the Hogs here today. 15 minutes off the bench. He's got 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and has played some very good defense as well.
We have the quickness of Tyler Tanner trying to guard Darius Acuff Jr.
Richmond driving on Nickel, spins into Miles, and we've got a held ball as Miles forces another turnover because the possession arrow's going Vandy's way.
Going right, you know on the scouting report that Billy Richmond III is going to spin. And Darius Miles was right there, came down from the top to just be right there for the spin with 2 hands to tie that ball up.
Great shot there from overhead to see how Miles knew what was coming before it happened.
Well, he knew it in the scouting report. Yep. He drives left, he's going. He drives right, he's going to spin back to the left.
Okereke got a strength advantage on Richmond, but Richmond does a great job. And the possession arrow will give it back to Arkansas. Richmond may be a little bit shaken up. Boy, Jay, on both sides at both ends, there's a whole lot of wanted right now here in this one. Thumbs up says he's okay, but they will undoubtedly look at him as he makes his way over towards the Arkansas bench. Did he take a shot to the mouth, to the teeth, to the nose? We will get another look at it going to break, and hopefully Richmond is okay. He has been a huge part of Arkansas's success here today, Jay.
Well, Billy Richmond may have gotten away with a little foul there, but took a shot to the face and still with that left hand gets the tie up.
Staying in front of Okereke, paying the price, but making the play. Welcome back. One more look at that play going into break where Okereke went up trying to make the shot and got Billy Richmond III in the mouth with that left elbow. The officials did go to the monitor during the timeout, looked at it, decided not to assess anything, and Richmond is still kind of working things out. I don't know, he just kind of took something out of his mouth. I don't think he lost a tooth or anything, but they looked at him for a long time on the bench. But as you have mentioned, this is a tough kid. He is staying in the game, obviously, and it doesn't appear to have hampered his vertical leap.
Nobody cracks down. Tyler Nickel gets right into the middle of the lane on that penetration, and when Billy Richmond is in the corner, he is a lob threat. That's the second one of the game for him.
One way to make sure they don't hit you in the mouth is just to jump over everybody, and Richmond does it again.
Got to worry about hitting your mouth on the rim when he gets up that high.
He is fun to watch. 18 points.
Remember where that happened with Alex Poitras?
Yes.
He got his tooth caught on the net. Now take a look in the right corner, Billy Richmond III. Tyler Nickel is the low man, and he's looking at the ball. And A.K. Okereke doesn't crack down, and all of a sudden Billy Richmond is above the rim.
And you can see Richmond's got a bloody lip right now. He is smiling through it. He's having fun, and nothing's going to get him out of this game. Alyssa.
He's been an energy bringer for this team all season long. Coming off the bench halfway through conference play, every single one of these Arkansas Razorbacks will tell you when Billy Goat, as Cal affectionately calls him, is on the floor, we feel the impact of him being out there on both sides.
Alyssa, thank you. And he always had those intangibles, but Jay, as you've mentioned, and it had declined a little bit in recent games, but he had that stretch of 20 or more 5 straight games. When you add the offense to the intangibles, you got some kind of a player. Missed by Acuff. Here's Miles. Nickel free in the corner.
Boy, Miles set that up by keeping his dribble under the basket. And Tyler Nickel just floated to the corner. Beautiful basketball.
That is their first made field goal in better than 8 minutes, and it ties the game. Thomas, no. And Okereke is going to be called for a foul.
I thought it was McLaughlin.
Is it McLaughlin? I think you're right. Yeah, it is McLaughlin. Okereke tipped it up top, but McLaughlin with the body called for the foul.
Yeah, McLaughlin just cleared him out. But this is beautiful by Duke Miles. Almost a Nash dribble, taking it under the basket and then finding Tyler Nickel, who relocated down the three-point line for a catch and shoot opportunity. And anytime he can shoot it from the catch spot, you might as well count it.
That's assist number 9 today for Duke Miles. Acuff.
Wow.
Don't give him any time. Don't give him any space. Acuff now with 26.
You always have to be concerned about the inbounder, but you really have to be concerned when the inbounder is Darius Miles.
Boy, Mark Byington wanted a foul there as Pringle pushed Nickel into one of his own teammates. And we've got a wet spot on the floor that they got to take care of now after Vandy's gotten back within 1.
We got Duke Miles, we got Darius Acuff, and Darius Acuff just gets it back from Pringle. And Tyler Tanner tried to meet him on the other side. Not the best idea when you're dealing with a scorer like Darius Acuff Jr.
Tanner with the bucket at the other end. He's got 13. Arkansas ball with a 1-point lead, less than 6 minutes to go.
DJ Wagner has given John Calipari some great minutes off the bench.
Acuff was looking for the foul call, didn't get it. Wagner steps into a 3.
How about DJ Wagner? Coming off the bench and playing like this, when your opportunity comes, to be ready for it. That's big time by DJ Wagner.
3 for 3 from three-point range for a guy who's 34% on the season. Tanner needs help, gets it back from McLaughlin. Up too strong, but a foul.
Boy, showing some strength. Took a bump from Pringle and still was able to go up and get fouled. But after Darius Miles shot this ball from the right, he got fouled on that shot. But the rebound by Billy Richmond III, the best time to shoot a 3 is after an offensive rebound. He got it to Wagner, and Wagner was prepared.
John Calipari is hot. He was having worry. He was talking to Joe Lindsay, the lead official, and a couple of Coach Cal's assistants calmed him down, got between Calipari and Joe Lindsay, and got him back towards the bench.
Now take a look at Darius Acuff when he goes up. Tyler Tanner coming out. He gets, I thought he got his arm, but maybe it was just ball and body.
A 2-point game after the Tanner free throws. Inside 5 minutes to go. Acuff elevates again. Brazil the offensive rebound.
With DJ Wagner in the game, he's handling the ball, taking over point guard responsibilities, and that allows Darius Acuff Jr. to work off the ball and concentrate just on scoring.
That is the 15th foul on Vandy here in the second half. Arkansas is already over the limit. It's the 4th foul on Okereke.
Acuff inbounding again. Don't take the short route on him.
Bing is on him. Now Miles over to get him.
Good help by Duke Miles to switch out.
10 to shoot. Acuff the drive and kick. Brazil back to Richmond. Left it short. Miles might have gotten a little nudge out of bounds right there into the Arkansas bench. We do not have a foul call. I think we just have an out of bounds call. And it's going to be Vanderbilt basketball.
What a great hustle. Got guys getting on the deck, going after the ball, everything contested. Duke Miles just knocks it back, and then before he could get the timeout, Trevin Brazil is upper torso touching the out-of-bounds line.
You know, we all understand the NCAA tournament is coming, and both of these teams obviously will get a good seed and have high hopes, but all you have to do is watch the effort they are putting forth today to see what this game means to them. Tanner tried to spin it in. It bounces off the rim, and back come the Hogs.
Really good contest by DJ Wagner. You think that Tyler Tanner would make that most of the time, but that was an excellent contest.
Acuff again. Got another one. Give him 28.
Everybody along the baseline, they're just clearing it out to let Darius Acuff Jr. go one-on-one. He's such a great shot maker around the basket. Here comes that ball screen, back screen.
Here comes Miles. Got his man in the air and makes the shot to get him back within 2. Timeout, Mark Byington.
What a beautiful up and under move from Duke Miles.
Back and forth they go with a trophy, a championship on the line here in Nashville today. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team. Time now for today's Experts at Work, brought to you by Principal.
Well, Darius Acuff Jr. is drawing a lot of attention. Duke Miles helps off, and then DJ Wagner has been outstanding. 11 points, 3 assists, a steal. And anytime that Acuff has the ball in his hands, that chest down drive to get past Chandler Bing. And then the catch and shoot, he has done it every way imaginable. 28 points, 8 assists. 5 of 8 from 3 for Darius Acuff Jr. And look at those numbers that he has put up in this tournament. He is a bucket getter.
What a combination of talent and also that tough-mindedness that he has. And he's got Arkansas in front by 2. The Hogs' biggest lead has been 7. The Commodores' biggest lead has been 6. They have been at each other back and forth the entire game.
DJ Wagner being guarded by Duke Miles, and Miles has 4 steals in this game. You have to be careful with the ball because he can knock it away in no time.
Acuff, Miles digs down, tried to take it away. Good ball pressure now by Tanner.
They're just clearing out for him.
Shot clock at 5. He kicks to Brazil, who hits the 3.
Is that his 3rd?
He is 3 for 4 now from 3-point range, and the Razorbacks are 61% from beyond the arc. And how about that play by Brazil at the other end?
They went back to that Spain action, the ball screen, back screen, and it was read beautifully by Trevin Brazil to knock it away. But terrific job by Brazil to space the floor and then ready to shoot when the ball arrived. The back screen came from Bing. It looked like it would be an easy lob. But Brazil, with those long arms and his athleticism, makes a fabulous defensive play to save a basket.
John Calipari just gave him a hug on his way over to the huddle. Arkansas is challenging the out-of-bounds call.
Those are the kind of invisible plays.
Arkansas is challenging the out-of-bounds. Plays under review.
Those kind of plays don't show up in a box score, but that's a big-time defensive play by Trevin Brazil. Malik Ewan had been picked off on that back screen. He came over from the weak side to knock that ball away. And he can get that jacket dry cleaned in no time.
And that hug was not for the 3. That hug was for this play. So the question is, it was obviously Brazil nudging the ball that sent it out of bounds, but did it roll off the fingertips of Washington last? Is Brazil's hand off the ball? It's kind of, it looks like shielded from our view a little bit. His hand's behind the ball from this angle.
After review, the coach's challenge by Arkansas is unsuccessful. Therefore, Arkansas will not have any challenges left the remainder of the game and will lose a timeout.
So nothing conclusive enough in the eyes of the officials.
Well, it looked like Brazil's fingertips were still on it after it rolled off.
Yeah. If it's this tough to tell, the call stands, right?
Agreed. Got to tell your players to trim their fingernails to these things.
So Arkansas loses a challenge. 2:57 remaining in regulation. Vandy with the ball down by 5. Miles defended by Richmond. Ball screen Washington. Miles refuses it. Okereke deep in the corner, misses the 3.
And a really good rebound by DJ Wagner. His contributions have been invaluable for Arkansas.
And the Arkansas fans now getting to their feet. Wagner fouled by Tanner. That'll be his first and the team's 6th.
Anytime Trevin Brazil is in ball screen action, he's going to slip out of it.
So 20 on the shot clock. Arkansas ball. Boy, Tanner almost stole it, almost fouled him again. Brazil feeling it.
Everybody is going with Darius Acuff, and that has left Trevin Brazil in perfect position for these step-in 3s.
This is the largest lead of the game for either side. And Brazil with a block. He is everywhere.
He is making basket-saving plays over and over.
He has got the skill set, and we are seeing all of it here in the last few minutes.
Big possession here for Vanderbilt. They need a stop.
They're not going to get it. What a find from Acuff to Ewan.
Beautiful drop off.
Assist number 11 for Darius Acuff Jr. Miles into Washington. And it won't go down, and at times, Jay, it's been that kind of a day for Vanderbilt at the offensive end.
Well, you have to give credit to this Arkansas defense late in the game, especially Trevin Brazil, with his rim protection, his alertness to the ball. Trevin Brazil coming over from the weak side looked like an easy bucket for Jalen Washington. Instead, it's going the other way. Just a fabulous play by Trevin Brazil. Top 10 in the Southeastern Conference in blocks.
He's got 2 of them today to go with 14 points and 8 rebounds.
Well, he's knocked down 4 threes in this game, and they were all big ones. I can't say enough about DJ Wagner off the bench.
Yep.
They're not in this position without DJ Wagner.
He has hardly come off the floor here in the second half.
All the attention goes with Darius Acuff Jr. and he finds Brazil. And boy, was he ready to shoot. He's seeing a big basket here in Nashville.
And those free throws, Jay, give Acuff 30 points in the game to go with the 11 assists. Brazil, the steal, couldn't finish it on the slam. And Miles' 3 will rim out at the other end. Brazil might get another shot at it, and he'll lay it in. And now Malik Ewan is down and injured at the other end.
Question is, when did that whistle blow? Was it after the shot?
I think they did wait until the shot. Trevin Brazil is a highlight reel here today.
Arkansas has just taken off on Vanderbilt in the last couple of minutes. And the catalyst for that liftoff has been Trevin Brazil.
It's a 12-0 run right now for the Razorbacks. That's what they're looking at, the contact between McLaughlin and Ewan. Boy, they were both giving and getting, but I think they might be looking more at the McLaughlin part of it. There was a lot going on. How about this note on Trevin Brazil as we see some more highlights? The only Arkansas player ever with 40 or more blocks, assists, and threes in the same season. He can help you a ton of ways.
And he's been a Vanderbilt killer in the 2 games that the Razorbacks have played against the Commodores. In Fayetteville, he had 10 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals against Vandy. And he's had a similar type game today. Not as many rebounds, but he's made so many big plays.
Again, a 12-0 run over the last 232 for Arkansas. The Hogs can feel it right now on the cusp of just their 2nd ever SEC Tournament Championship.
A lot of different heroes in this game for Arkansas. Certainly Darius Acuff Jr. has been brilliant, as he almost always is. Billy Richmond III got off to a great start. DJ Wagner off the bench, incredible.
We have a double flagrant foul on 12 white and 99 black. They offset. We will resume play with Vanderbilt ball.
So double flagrant. Each of those fouls counts as a personal as well. They offset. That's McLaughlin and Ewan. And the best news for Arkansas is that Ewan's okay. It looked like he really might be dealing with something there. They've only got 7 guys in the rotation, but he's all right. Just 41 seconds remaining. Just 41 seconds standing between Arkansas and a trophy. Even with a loss today, a great season for Vandy. They'll get a nice seed in the NCAA tournament. Joe Lunardi had him as a 4 coming in. Miles knocks down to 3. Lunardi had Arkansas as a 5. That could improve, assuming they finish out the last 27 seconds in this one. But both teams, Jay, who when they play their best, they can hang with anybody.
You know, Arkansas really only goes with 7 guys after the injury to Carter Knox that knocked him out for the season. But 7 is enough if Arkansas plays this way. And I have a lot of respect for this Vanderbilt team. They're whole now with Duke Miles back healthy after missing so many games, getting that knee scoped.
A.K. Okereke just fouled out. Wagner misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Into the final 30 seconds. Miles cannot hit the 3. Brazil's got it, and that is going to be all. The Arkansas Razorbacks are the champions of the SEC tournament, an 86-75 win. Darius Acuff Jr. having a huge game. DJ Wagner off the bench, and Trevin Brazil. They all did their part and then some, as the Hogs are the champs. John Calipari and Tyler Tanner with some words and an embrace at the end. 2 teams to keep an eye on heading into the big dance. Acuff finished with 30 points and 11 assists today. Brazil 16 points, 9 rebounds, and all kinds of jaw-dropping plays. Wagner off the bench. Billy Richmond III had 18. Coach Calipari, Jay, may not have many, but the ones he's got are awfully good.
And he puts them in a position to be successful. Billy Richmond Jr., he just lets them go. And when you've got Malik Thomas and Darius Acuff Jr., you've got bucket getters. But how about Trevin Brazil and his defensive plays, his timely threes? But Arkansas is not lifting that trophy up right now without DJ Wagner and his contributions off the bench.
Let's go to Alyssa Lang, who's got Trevin Brazil.
Trevin, your teammates are hoisting that trophy over there. What did it take to get this one done?
You know, we went through a lot of adversity this year, injuries, things like that. You know, just super proud of this team, proud of this guy right here. This should be the MVP right here, man. Just proud of everybody for the fight we had. 3 games in 3 days is always hard.
Darius, when you're watching TB hit 3-pointers like he did today, how does that help this team?
He's the X factor on our team. He the keys with us winning anything. And we believe in him. We want him to shoot, so we all knew it was going in.
30 points for you today. This was the goal to get this championship. What did you tell your teammates before this game started?
Play our game. We know what it is. Don't just get too rattled because it's a championship. Just keep hooping.
This is the second ever SEC tournament title for Arkansas. What does that mean to this group to bring that trophy back to Fayetteville?
Can you say it again? Can you say it again?
Second tournament title ever for Arkansas. What does it mean to bring that back to Fayetteville?
I mean, everything. We together. I don't know, man. I'm just proud of this team. I don't know what to say.
Go celebrate, Terry.
Alyssa, thank you. When you got that guy on your side, Mr. Billis, you got a chance against anybody.
And when you hit 15 threes and shoot 57% behind the arc, you don't have to say anything. You just have to hold up the trophy. Arkansas, SEC tournament champions. And that was earned. They beat an outstanding Vanderbilt team here today.
And a super fun game to watch. We hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations to John Calipari and the Razorbacks, the SEC tournament champs, as they beat Vandy 86-75. For Jay Billis and Alyssa Lang, I'm Dan Schulman saying so long from Nashville. The American Championship is coming up next.